So I'm here today to talk about frustration with saying the same thing over and over again. We just had a training the other day here with a couple of technicians for mold remediation. And we went over a protocol report and how to interpret it, what it means, everything that what it means. So one of the things we talked about was not covering up wall cavities with clear plastic, because we need to inspect those walls when we come back to do a post-remediation inspection. Now, if there's some exceptions. There's always some exception to what I say. The exception would be if it's a ceiling and you need to keep attic air out of the space, then you take pictures and you cover with clear plastic. Now, same thing with the crawl space, the foundation crawl space. If it's open to the foundation crawl space, you do the same thing. You need to keep the air climate controlled. Outside walls, if you have a breach in the outside wall where there's outside air coming in, you cover the outside with plastic to keep the outside air from coming in. We need to inspect the wall cavities on a post-remediation inspection to make sure there's no visible mold. And we also need to test with those cavities open to the space, because those cavities will be covered with sheetrock, but that whatever's in or not in those cavities will affect the indoor air. And so we need to make sure that no mold is left behind. The only way we can do this is to have these exposed so that we can see. Nobody's going to be putting sheetrock over the plastic. And I'm going to show you a picture on my computer real quick. So this is what I'm talking about. These are walls that are covered over. We can see a little bit, but we need to test. And we need to see very clearly. We need to see very clearly what those studs look like, what the bottom plate looks like. You can't see the bottom plate at all right there. Oh, and here, it's all taped over. You can't even see it. So these are the things we need to inspect. So and we just trained on it with a couple of people last week. And I'm just going to send this to one of those couple of people who should have passed it on to their people. Pass it on to your people. Send them all to training. Get trained. Get ready. Be ready.